So I got the Pixel 9 Pro XL in hand and I'm ready to unbox it with you all. I did purchase this with my own money and I'm excited to have purchased the Rose Quartz color because online it just looked gorgeous. And if you're as excited about the Rose Quartz as I am, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more tech related content in the future. Now, let's get this unboxed. Okay, so first impressions, it feels, everyone's saying it, but honestly it feels like an iPhone without even pulling this plastic cover off. Okay, so I would say this definitely feels a lot different than the Pixel 8 Pro. So first impressions of the color, I love it. I knew I was gonna love it. I'm excited for it. I love pink phones, but look at that color. We have flat sides here. So I like the silky matte back finish, but we do have a polished metal frame here. I wish we would have gotten the satin finish that is on the regular Pixel 9 model. I think it looks nice, but I prefer just like that matte look. This is gonna attract fingerprints, but let's be honest, I'm probably gonna have a case on it 99% of the time anyway. We'll put that here, let's see what's in the box. All right, we got a cable. USB-C to USB-C. Did we even get a SIM ejection tool? Yeah. Okay, well, we get a SIM ejection tool and paperwork in this portion. They really put it to the side because they know no one cares about that. So we will put that back. Very underwhelming. But we knew what we were getting or not getting in the box, so there we go. So let's compare the look to the Pixel 8 Pro. So as you can see, the camera housing, it was a complete visor side by side. Now we just have this little island there. I don't love it, I don't hate it. It just is what it is, I guess. But the phone does seem, I think it is slightly taller and wider, very slight. It does feel a little heavier than the Pixel 8 Pro. I don't know the weights offhand, but if I can find them, I'll put them on the screen. But yeah, overall, I like the feel of it. It does feel nice. It feels premium. It is just aluminum. So we're not seeing any titanium or stainless steel finish like we see on other flagship phones. So they are sticking with that aluminum, which is unfortunate because of the price hike that we do see currently on the Pixel series as a whole. But again, I don't think that the phone so far feels cheap, but I just don't appreciate that price hike. So we'll get it turned on and started. But we have the SIM tray down there. Volume rocker and the power button. And I know people have mentioned this before, but I dislike how Google has the power button above the volume rocker. It's just not seamless like every other phone or every other Android phone I have. I find that when I am using Pixel, I always push the wrong button. I would like if they could switch and put the power button on the bottom, but I don't know if we'll ever get that. So right off the bat, when this little icon is bouncing, there's a slight haptic. I will say I've always liked Pixel haptics. Okay, you know what, I say always, I only had the Pixel 8 Pro. That's my first experience with the Pixel. So since having the Pixel 8 Pro, I really enjoyed the haptics. So that is a subtle vibration, and I think that feels really nice. So let's get these two connected and start transferring things over. Okay, we're gonna set up the fingerprint sensor. I'm excited to have a better fingerprint unlock experience on this phone since Google did update that. Okay, but while this is getting set up, so we do have a 6.8-inch super actual display with an LTPO screen. So it's slightly bigger than the 6.7-inch on the Pixel 8 Pro. So it is a little bit wider and a little bit taller, but I think, I won't know for sure, but I think the bezels are supposed to be smaller on here and symmetrical, which is nice. But we are going to have a smooth display with 120 Hertz. And this year on the Pixel 9 Pro models, we are getting up to 2000 nits in HDR and up to 3000 nits of peak brightness, which is really bright. So the peak brightness, you'll be able to notice that when you're outside and have auto brightness enabled. So the 3000 nits is up from 2400 nits on the Pixel 8 Pro. I think 2400 nits was pretty bright. I didn't have any issues seeing the Pixel 8 Pro outdoors, but I feel like each year, each company wants to get even brighter. So now we're at 3000 nits, but I mean, I guess I'm not gonna complain about that because it only helps out on the visibility outside. So not mad about it, but I don't think that I had any issues on the Pixel 8 Pro. But overall, battery life, I'm hoping to get better battery life on this phone. I know I saw some comments on people who already have the review units that their Pixel 9 Pro series, specifically the XL, is at least lasting all day. I think some people reported at least 7 hours of screen on time, which I think is good. I think the battery life is still gonna fall short of the S24 Ultra and maybe even the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I will say I have the iPhone 15 Pro and the battery life on that is garbage. I'm struggling to get a full day's worth. So as long as this is better than that and I can get a full day, usually I'm happy. But the Pixel 8 Pro, I felt that I was really struggling to make my battery last all day, and I did have to top it off sometimes during the day, at least once. We are getting a 5060 milliamp hour battery on here, which is just a slight bump from the 5050 milliamp hour on the Pixel 8 Pro. So I would say it's pretty much negligible there. Google claims you'll get up to 100-hour battery life with the Extreme Battery Saver. I'll be honest, I don't really use that, but that is up from 72 hours on the Pixel 8 Pro. So you would think that there's some type of increase in efficiency. But we do have the Google Tensor G4, which is obviously a new processor for these phones. We're always gonna hope that the new processors will be more efficient than the previous one. So if that's true, then yeah, in theory, we should get better battery life. But with setting up, let's see, there's a few things if I wanna set up now, but I can find them later in the settings. So get instant translations. Yep, we'll do that. The now playing feature, I think that is really cool. That's one of those Pixel features that I really like. You can just have your phone on the table, and if you're at a restaurant and a good song comes on, you don't have to worry about trying to find the song. You can just see it on your lock screen. It saves a log of all the songs that it's heard, so if you forget which one it was, you can go back and look at that. So I really like that. Sure, we'll do the always on display. I had my always on display turned off on the Pixel 8 Pro just because that battery life was not it. Okay, we'll just leave everything the same. Review additional apps. I don't need a Fitbit. Everything else, I don't have a Pixel Watch. We'll just keep the basics, I guess. Okay, but Pixel really wanted to copy the iPhone. Let's get my iPhone. Here we go. Obviously I have the iPhone 15 Pro, but aside from the camera housing, they look very similar. Obviously, I love the pink color here, but I think obviously if I just had this phone laying upwards, and people might even just think it's an iPhone. I don't know. They really did a copy paste with that one. Minus their camera bar, which I don't know, I don't hate it. It's just one of those things. One thing that it does help is wobble. Every other phone is gonna wobble. So that's one good thing about the camera housing, is it gives you a flat surface for your phone, because even the iPhone, you're gonna wobble. And then with the S24 Ultra, you're gonna have that wobble, but no, here, oh no. But here, you're not. So in that aspect, I think it's pretty cool. But I almost forgot, I did get a case. Got the pink matching case, so let's open that. Feels smooth. Look at that. Very nice, very nice. And also for the screen, I don't know if I mentioned it, we're getting Gorilla Glass Victus 2. Honestly, I think that's the same as the Pixel 8 Pro, so no improvement there. So for memory, we are actually getting 16 gigs of RAM, which is up from 12 gigs on the Pixel 8 Pro. So the bump in RAM was probably a decision made to help accommodate the AI features that are going to be on the Pixel 9 Pro. If you watched Google I/O, then you may have noticed that Google had a large emphasis on their software this year, and then they just slightly hinted on the devices that are coming along with that software. So they are very software first. I am glad that they are giving us enough RAM to utilize those AI features, and just kind of future-proofing as well. And for storage, we do start at 128 gigs. However, the pink one starts, and I think it only has an option of 256 for some reason, which for me is fine because I normally get 256 regardless. But other than that, you should have the option of 512 and 1 terabyte. So they are giving you some options there. And for the cameras, of course, on the Pro series, we have that triple rear camera system. We have 50 megapixel wide, 48 megapixel ultra wide, and a 48 megapixel 5x telephoto lens. So I think that's pretty unchanged from last year. All of the changes in camera quality and picture quality are going to be from processing. But on the front camera, we are going to see a difference. On the Pixel 8 Pro, we did have a 10.5 megapixel selfie camera, and now we're getting a 42 megapixel selfie camera. So more megapixels don't always mean that it's better, but in this case, I do hope we get some good selfie camera quality. Not to say that it wasn't good on the Pixel 8 Pro, because Pixels just have great quality in general, but we like to see improvements year over year, so I hope to see some slight improvements at least. And then video recording, we do get up to 8K video recording at 30 frames per second. Okay, but this is still copying. Clearly it's going to take a while, so I'm gonna let that copy and we'll come right back when it's done. Okay, I'm back and everything finished. I ended up connecting the phones for a faster process. All right, so it's still getting ready. Can we just take a moment and see that it is 103 degrees Fahrenheit outside? That's disrespectful. That's just crazy. That is crazy. All right, make the most of your Pixel camera. Take amazing photos. Okay, so when you first start it up, it's gonna give you some tips and tricks, which is cool. Love to see it. So pro tips. So it's talking about circle to search. I love circle to search. That's probably my favorite thing that has come to Androids, circle to search. Okay, that just closed out on me. I'm just messing with the background. So everything still needs to get downloaded. But we have at a glance is on. That's basically what I was showing you on the other Pixel, on the Pixel 8 Pro, that little notification center. I like it. Excessive heat warning. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Crazy. Yeah, so I'm excited to see what this phone is like. I did enjoy the Pixel 8 Pro. The only thing that really held it back for me is the battery. I couldn't deal with the battery long term, so I'm gonna be honest, I didn't daily that one too often. I did have it connected like to my second line, but I do want to daily this one, see how the battery life is, and hopefully it lasts me all day. Keep in mind, whenever you get a new phone, it takes about a week or two for the battery to optimize. So within the first 2 weeks, you're not really gonna see what the true battery life will be until you pass that period. So keep that in mind with any new phone you get. It's not just the Pixel, so just in general. Oh, see, I keep wanting to click the power button, but I'm hitting the stupid volume rocker. All right, let's check the finger. Whoa, that one was fast. Okay, that is working well. Did I do the, okay, let's do face unlock. Okay, so that's working. Yeah, that fingerprint reader. Let's see if we can test it on the Pixel 8 Pro. Yep, there we go. Definitely not as fast. Okay, now we're being a little more consistent, but it's definitely not as fast. So, all right, now we're getting consistent, but let's be real. It's just better here. We want to see the consistency. So love that it's working now. Hope we see consistency and it stays like that. That will make me really happy. But yeah, I'm gonna take off the case just so we could admire that color. Oh, and I forgot to mention, so with the Pixel 8 Pro, a lot of people had issues with the phone getting really warm. Now, I wouldn't say overheating to the point, well, this is my experience. I wouldn't say overheating to the point where the phone was unusable and it would shut off or anything like that. I didn't have that experience. I don't know if other people did or did not, but it would on occasion get really warm. But now on the Pixel 9 Pro series, I don't know if they have it on the regular Pixel 9, but on the Pixel 9 Pro series, there is a vapor chamber. So that is gonna help the phone stay cooler. So if you're playing games, multitasking, have a lot of apps open in the background, whatever the case is, it's supposed to help the cooling system in general. So you should not be getting a phone that is overheating or getting too warm for the touch. So that is an added bonus. We love to see it, especially with all the new AI features. You don't want your phone to be running slow, getting warm when you're trying to process all of these things. Now, for the AI features, I'm gonna have to venture with those on my own, and I'll do a separate video. So one thing that Google added this year to this lineup is the Add Me feature. So just imagine you're on a family vacation, you want to take a photo with everyone, including yourself. Usually someone has to miss out and take the picture, but now with the Add Me feature on the Pixel 9 Pro, that's no longer going to be a problem. So the phone takes 2 pictures, one with the group without you, and then another one where you jump into the scene, and then it uses some like AI technology to combine the 2 pictures. Some of the renders that I saw online, it looks great. It's not perfect. You'll see where the phone tries to blend that person in, And it's probably great for just photos you want to upload, you know, family photos, you're traveling. And I know sometimes like out in public, if you're on a vacation, you don't necessarily want to hand your phone to a stranger, and I totally get it. So this is one way that you can take a group photo and not have to worry about that. Cool in theory. We'll just have to see how the pictures come out. I will say what is it called? The best smile? Ugh, I don't even remember. But the one that you take a picture, this was obviously on the Pixel 8 series. You can take a picture, best take, that's what it was, best take, where you could change the face if like someone looked great, someone else was like looking away. You can take the best take and merge it into one photo. I thought that was cool, kind of gimmicky, but I did use it on occasion. I found a use case for it. Did I use it all the time? No, but every now and then I found it helpful. So hopefully it's just gonna be one of those things with the Add Me feature. But yeah, I am excited to test out these new cameras and see what they can do, since Pixels are known to have great cameras. They are a fan favorite amongst many. But let me know in the comments what you want to see next, you know, what you're interested in. Did you purchase a Pixel 9, Pixel 9 Pro, and what color did you get? I'm very interested. Let's get the conversations going in the comment section. But that's gonna wrap up this unboxing. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.